Hello, gay people! Yay! Welcome to the third episode of Tell Me About Your OCs, the show where we invite artists to tell us about their original characters while we draw and yap together. Yippee! My name is Cades. I'm here with my co-host June. Me looking at June.
Hi, that's me. I'm June. I live here.
Oh my god, they live here. I'm on the ceiling. And today, we have a very special guest all the way from the world of webcomics, Haley Newsome, also known as LavenderTowne.
The legend.
Hello. Oh my god. Thanks so much for joining us. Yeah. So for those who may be unfamiliar with your work, can you tell us a little bit about who you are and what kind of stuff you make?
Yeah, so as you said, I'm Haley, also known as LavenderTowne. My pronouns are she, her, and I'm a comic book artist, a writer, and a YouTuber. So I wrote Unfamiliar while I was still in art school, and it's a story about 4 little witches who are all struggling to find their place in kind of like a cozy but a little bit dark kind of fantasy world. And yeah, I make art YouTube videos as well.
You sure do.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I do.
Haley has been making art for like 10 years on the internet. That's crazy. I'm so excited. If you guys are really into storytelling, character design, webcomics, whimsy, and joy, yeah, 10 years of backlog to go through of Haley's beautiful, beautiful art.
But if you're really into those things, you probably already know Haley.
Yeah. Actually, correct me if I'm wrong, but next year actually marks Unfamiliar's 10th anniversary, right? Or is it this year?
Oh, is that right? I actually didn't even know that. I guess you're right. Yeah, that would be about correct.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
Double digits.
Double digits. They're 10 years old officially.
They are the youngest person ever. Writing at Planchette. You are so young.
Oh my god. Heck yeah. Well, there's so much history here. I can't wait to talk about all these characters. Same rules as usual, y'all. We're gonna give our artists a prompt, and they have 10 minutes to draw a response. While that's happening, we're gonna have ourselves a little chat. Do you guys feel ready? Are we ready? Are we gonna do a draw?
Just to be clear, who's keeping track of the time?
It's me.
Okay, cool.
All you gotta do is draw and chat. I'm not gonna give you that many jobs. It's okay. It's okay. All right.
Today's video is sponsored by ArtWad. Welcome back, Waddy. Always good to see you, buddy. As you may have heard, ArtWad is a tool for the beginner artist. It offers a fun, structured guide to learning that's been gamified with experience points you can earn to track your progress. You can feel and see your level ups. It's a nice way to look back because I imagine the difference between level 5 and 50 feels insane. Number go up, my muscles get bigger. I'm shredded. Each concept they present is broken down, like really broken down, pushing you to practice and offering guidance every step of the way. Because the best way to learn is by doing. So with ArtWad's built-in drawing tools, you can submit your assignments and then have them immediately compared to the right answer. This time, I decided I was gonna try their figure drawing course. I'm nuts for figure drawing, as you might be aware. And I was delighted to see that we were starting with, of all things, boxes. Boxes, yeah! Are you sure? Wait! That last pant leg is hiding. It's shy. Oh, what is this? Draw a 2D shirt on top of the planes of this image. I do really like this as an exercise. I think drawing on pages that are like swaying in the wind is a really interesting way to deal with like learning how to do different perspectives and like foreshortening. Is it supposed to take up the entire thing? Fine. Okay. Well, now I want to redo mine. Now I'm embarrassed. Now I'm bashful. It's so funny. I was so pumped to do figure drawing, but I didn't actually get to the figure drawing part or the recording would have run too long. But I really appreciated ArtWad's dedication to clarity, slowly building up 3D shapes and then learning how to flatten them before making them 3D again. I only wish I'd had more time to spend with it, but hey, that's something to look forward to. I can pick up where I left off at any time. If you're interested in trying out ArtWad, use the link in my description for 30% off their yearly premium plans as a part of their current discount program. Be sure to check it out. They've got a whole library dedicated to the basics. Thanks again to ArtWad for sponsoring, and now, on with the video.
Okay, so for our first prompt, let's actually kick things off with our favorite little cooking witch, ᴬᵗᵃ. This character is so iconic, not just because she's like the face of the comic, but also she does the equivalent of throwing a tray full of appetizers at like the president. So no, I'm not going to elaborate. You will have to read it. But for this prompt, I'd like you to draw ᴬᵗᵃ with a plate full of enchanted breakfast foods that will definitely not be thrown at any authority figures later, probably. Ready? Start.
Aha! Oh, that's the wrong color.
Choose your color.
Yeah, you just gotta choose a table. I can move over in this corner if you want.
No,
Do you
no,
wanna-
you're good.
Choose your plate. So for Haley, your first question. ᴬᵗᵃ is the first character that we all meet in Unfamiliar, and I'd like to know, what was the first step in actually creating your webcomic? Like, did you make ᴬᵗᵃ first and then build a whole story around her? Or did you write the story first and then design the characters to like fit that theme?
Yeah, so it all started with basically just a sketchbook doodle. I think a lot of my ideas just start like that, and it was just 4 characters who you would not recognize as the characters that we ended up with, but I just was kind of drawing them, and they kind of ended up as this like little lineup, and I couldn't stop thinking about them for some reason. So I was kind of casually sketching them, like not a big deal, and then it also coincided with I was kind of like really obsessed with horror movies, and
Hell yeah.
I kept feeling though like a lot of like sadness for the for the monster. Particularly I was watching like The Ring and stuff, and I just wanted them to have like a happier ending. So it coincided with this idea of like a little witch kind of coming into a haunted house, and instead of trying to like force them out, trying to like help them and figure out like how they can basically move on peacefully and what's wrong with them. So
My
And what's wrong
favorite
with
are the 2 little twin girl ghosts,
Aw,
and her
yeah.
solution to that being like, maybe you deserve to live your life a bit longer before I try pushing you out of here. I thought that was so sweet.
It
Thank
was.
you.
Yeah, that actually took me by surprise, because I thought, when ᴬᵗᵃ comes back, like, oh, okay, she found the solution, she solved the mystery, and then when she said, like, oh, you can stay, I was like, okay, my heart, it's fine. Like, just adopted these 2 little kids who never got to be kids.
Yeah, because I mean, ultimately, I was thinking it through, because I didn't know for sure that that's the direction I was going to take that chapter, but I ended up realizing like what they ultimately need is like really more time and space to like be children, and I'm like, well, they can't leave then, they have to stick around, and yeah.
So that's a decision
Yeah.
that you made while working on the comic then.
Yes, and it's very different to how I work now, but Unfamiliar was like I was making decisions like like page by page almost, which is insane and scary to think about now.
Yeah, doing it on the fly, especially over that, amount of time, my God, that's so much work, and also kind of a lot of pressure too.
Yeah, I don't know why I didn't think of doing it some other way. I mean, I had loads of scripts for Unfamiliar, and none of them ever had any relevance to the actual story.
Yeah, because I think you were in school at the same time, right? So like, were you just
Mhm.
kind of doing this in your free time? Were you taking a comics class while you were in art school, or like, was this just, you're like, this sounds good, that sounds right, let's do it?
Yeah, no, I mean, I for the first like couple years of art school, I wasn't even really allowed to draw in my art style or anything cartoony like that. So that was part of the reason that I loved working on it so much, because like studies are important, but like I was dying to just draw something that I actually wanted to draw.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it became this place of solace too. Like, I remember I had a teacher who told me that my art style belonged on a boardwalk. And I went home and drew a bunch of pages because I was just like, screw this guy, I hate him so bad.
What does that even mean, belongs on a boardwalk?
Yeah.
Like a caricature artist, like he was being
What the
he was being
fuck?
rude.
he was being nasty. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Wait, how old were
No.
you when he said that?
I was at like 20 or something. It was during college, but
We have to beat this guy with our hands.
Oh my god, we have to go get him. Me and June getting on a plane to Canada, like, you were mean to him.
but yeah.
Dude, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's funny to think back on now because I'm like, all I do is draw in my style these days.
Yeah, and your style is so iconic. Like, I could pick you out of 100 artists easily. And I say that as a compliment because you have such a specific, like, perspective and vision for your characters. I'm like, I want to see them move. Can Cartoon Network give Haley, like, a fat budget and a something? Like...
Thank you. Yeah, no, I'm trying to get more into animation too, because I do think that was such a big part of like the inspiration behind my style. So I kind of want to see it move as well.
Yeah. Oh my god. I feel like indie is really picking up. We gotta see him move. If you could, like, if someone were to be like, here is $10 million, do whatever you want, would you bring Unfamiliar to life? Or do you think you would pick up a new project?
I would really love to see Unfamiliar as a 2D animated cartoon. And that's all I can say about that. But
Ooh,
but no, I mean, I would love
eyebrows.
I don't have $10 million, but yeah, no, I would love to see it animated, and who knows what the future holds. But yeah,
Do you have any like voice claims in mind for your characters?
No, like I'm trying not to even think about that, like just because like I feel like if I had like a really specific person in mind, I the chances of getting that person would be very low, I think. But
That's so fair.
but I have like a voice in mind for all of them, like just the sound of their voice. So I guess I always pictured Planchette being a little like having like a little gravelier voice, which I think is really not what most people expect, but like I don't know, like she's got like a cold. I don't know
A little
what.
bit of like Velma Dinkley vocal fry.
Yeah, she's
Oh my
like,
God.
hey guys.
I love that for her though, because I think actually in one of my notes I did make a comment about like Pinion's voice and being like, oh, she'd be like kind of Fluttershy-esque or something is what I thought, but that's so cool.
Mhm.
I have to know what Sun would sound like. My sun, my stars.
Oh, I know, Sun is so good.
She's predictable. She's predictable. She's like a Marceline type in my mind, you know.
Hell
so-
yeah.
yeah. I think, yeah.
Oh my god, we love the cartoon sapphics. Yes, please.
Oh my gosh. I was so nervous to go that direction with them, but like I felt that they needed to be together.
Wait,
So
okay,
then
so
what do Pinion and Bab sound like in your head?
Pinion is definitely like a mutterer, like
Sonic mutterer.
she's like, hi guys, like like she's trying to order at McDonald's and they're like, what?
Planchette,
What?
like she said,
She's
no
like-
pickle.
no pickles!
Exactly. That's very much the vibe.
Oh my god, it would be so cute to have like little shorts of the Unfamiliar characters and just like little things like that,
Yeah, that's the reason I can't like end it yet, because I just feel like they're still living in my brain and it would just feel too weird to like not like leave that open for the future. If I wasn't so busy, I'd probably still be doing like little mini comics and stuff.
Yeah, what are
What do
you?
It's
have
tough.
planned out for like a continuation for whenever you do have time to get back to it? Or are you gonna like see where it goes when you get there?
I mean, I would just love to, well, there's a bunch of like character development stuff that I never got to explore with some of the characters, like particularly like where Planchette came from, like her home life before when she lived in the suburbs, and then like also Pinion had a ton of character development that I was not able to put into the comic yet, so I really want to show her very austere family and how she's been kind of living as a disappointment
Aw.
in that house, and that kind of that whole storyline.
Poor thing.
Oh no,
Yeah.
she tries so hard. We're cheering for Pinion.
She does.
Do the characters have like a canonical like age in your head? Are they like early 20s, kind of like college-esque age? Is it like a more of a magical setting where they're like, oh, she's 100-year-old witch and that's like the equivalent of some human age? What's the vibe there?
Yeah, so I always pictured them being kind of that age when you're going off to college. And like, again, this was like actually so clearly like me like putting myself into this character, but I didn't realize it at the time. But yeah, like, I mean, they're supposed to be in their early 20s, like just having left their parents' houses and high school and like trying to figure out like how do you live now, and like who are you gonna be now that you have a little more freedom. So yeah, around that time, that age.
How to be an adult.
I feel
and
like
they're
it's
all
just the
figuring it out.
medium for really processing your feelings and figuring out your own stuff, you know? Makes sense to me.
Yeah, I mean, because that was such like a shocking time for me to like go from this small little town to like not only off to college but like in a different country. I know it's just Canada, but like it was quite a shock. I was a very shy person, and like I was not used to like being on my own like that.
Yeah. Oh my god. Well, I have another question following that, but the timer is about to ring in 3, 2, 1. That's time. Oh my god, they're so cute. Breakfast.
Oh,
breakfast.
The toast looks so good.
Oh my god, I could
Lots
so
of
go
different
for
breakfast toasts and some some little eyes that shouldn't be here. It's not for you.
They're hungry. Feed them.
It's so cute.
All right, Haley, June, tell us about your magical breakfast foods. What did you make and what do they do?
Toast. Stuff on toast. Little bananas that look like ghosts because it's cute.
Oh, that's cute. I want a ghost banana.
That's actually so cute. Dude, my breakfast is a mess. Don't look at that. I think there's like lettuce. Why is there lettuce?
Yeah, like the lettuce
greens. It's for Winston. It's for Winston.
Oh, true. Okay, thank you. Cover for me.
Yeah. Okay, here. Edit it out. It was always for Winston.
We're just making sure that the spectral green of the little girls like is fully incorporated in the whole image. It's an illustration.
Right.
It's color
This is
theory.
composition. We planned this the entire time. Hell yeah. All right, y'all. These are adorable. Are you ready to do prompt number 2? Do you want to switch to prompt number 2? Familiars. Okay.
Cute. Oh my god, stop.
I was losing it when I saw this. It's so
I'm
cute.
I'm so glad. This one I think took the longest because I was like, I have to draw them cute. I have to draw them right. All right, y'all. For prompt number 2, we know that Pinion was a bit of a late bloomer with her witch's powers, to say the least, but what kind of magic did Pinion want to do when she was a kid? Like, what did she imagine she'd grow up to be good at? Draw me that.
Little baby Pinion.
I know. She's trying so hard. And I would imagine, like, when you're a kid and you're, like, everybody else is, I don't know, being magical and doing cool stuff and you're, like, doing your best but it's not working out. That'd be so difficult.
Mm-hmm. And you're just waiting and you're like, definitely next year. Like, there's no way.
Yeah.
And it just never happens for you.
It's so rough. Honestly, I feel like that can be a lot of early college years too, when you're like stepping out into adulthood, and especially if you're an art student and you're surrounded by like a lot of other artists for the first time and everybody's at like different skill levels. That can be really intimidating.
Yeah. Well, and I feel like so many people there were like, you know, they were the best artist in their little town, and it was like a real like mental struggle to realize like you're barely in the middle for a lot of people. Like, I remember people would like cry in crit like sometimes, and like people would drop out, and it's
Really?
like, I mean, it was hardcore.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Remind me again, what was the name of the college you went to in Canada? Alberta College of Design?
Yeah, Alberta College of Art and Design. We called it ACAD. I think now they're a university, so the name has changed. It's like AU Arts or something. But,
Oh, okay.
but yeah, that was it.
Yeah, you mentioned that you were really shy, you know, stepping out into like art school and being on your own for the first time. Do you feel like going to art school or even like making your comics online and YouTube videos, because that's like you're putting yourself out there in the public eye.
Yes.
Do you feel like that helped you in any way? Like, how do you feel like you changed throughout all of that?
Yeah, I mean, it helps a lot. It helped a lot also just like having to put myself out there, you know, like, because when you're on your own, like you have to make friends, you have to make, you know, I didn't have anyone nearby who I could like rely on if I had a problem, so I had to start from scratch. But I do think like YouTube definitely made me feel more like confident in who I was as a person, and like that I could like help people, like because I started with a lot of tutorial stuff, and I was thinking a lot about like how many people can't afford to go to art school or like can't make it there for whatever reason. And I was like, I don't know, it was a boost to me to just think of like maybe something I posted would make it easier for somebody to like access those skills, you know?
Yeah.
I didn't go to art college for very long. I tried going for a little bit. I think I made it like to my second semester barely. And I went to like a really small one in Denver. Oh, I always forget how hard it is to talk and draw at the same time. I'm so spoiled usually. You guys are busy answering
That's why
questions.
I put the lettuce.
So true. But I wasn't there for very long, and most of the classes that I were there, because it was all just like the intro classes, it was like figure drawing and stuff, but full of students who were there for like every major. So it was just like a required class. So like the photographers were in there and everything. So I've been trying to get into CalArts really badly.
Oh yeah.
I was one of the only students who like already knew like thoroughly a lot about figure drawing, and I felt very like the teacher like targeted me. I feel like they did not like me very much. So I felt very
Dude,
sick
what
of
is
that
it with
a lot.
these teachers?
Yeah, what the heck? June and Haley getting bullied in art school by the teachers? Hello?
Dude, that same teacher called me ugly to my face.
What?
I'm not.
Excuse me?
He was like sly about it, but we were doing a portraits where like each student would do a portrait of each other, and I already knew he had beef with me. To this day I don't know why, but this girl was drawing me, and he leaned over and then made full eye contact with me and was like, "You drew her too pretty. Her nose is way more crooked and her face is fatter."
We have to beat the shit out of this guy with our bare fucking fists now.
And I mean, at that point, it was just funny to me because I was like, I had this like weird vibe off of him the whole time, and I was just like, wow, like this really takes the cake. Like, I low key can't believe it.
That is so wild. Like, if I was that man's boss and I heard that he was saying that to students or even about students, fired, immediately, terminated. Like, what are you doing, dude?
It's insane. But yeah, I'm so sorry that you also had bad teachers, because like I feel like that's such a common story, and I don't know why with art school.
Art school is just a whole like weird mixed bag in general, because it's like, how much does it really help artists to go to this school? Not really, but a lot of artists, like, I feel like a lot of college courses you have to go there because it's required to learn these things for this job field, you know, like you have to learn medical stuff to be a doctor. But like art is so intuitive and like personalized and stuff like that, and people want to hone their craft, so a lot of people go to art school, and I feel like the promise that art school gives you is just not the reality of it. It feels particularly cruel to do that to a bunch of people who just want to express themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of them, they also claim that you're gonna get connections that you're just not gonna get. Like, especially in Canada, I'm like, y'all don't have connections at Disney. I'm sorry, you just don't. Like,
You know what? Actually, knowing what you know now, because it's been a while since art school, right? And like, you've had a book tour, you have your YouTube career, you have Patreon, you've done plushies. Like, you've been a really successful artist, like, in your creative career. How, like, if you could go back, 10 years ago when, little Haley was in art school, what would you tell her? Would you be like, quit? Or would you be like, stick it out? Like, what, would you do art school again? Or do you think it was valuable in getting where you are now?
honestly, I do still think that it was good that I went. It's not for the technical skills. It ended up being more for like the business, like the awareness of like how these industries operate, as well as like idea generation. Like I feel like the thumbnailing process I learned at art school was really helpful to me personally. But I also just think like I needed to go off to school to like grow up more. And I also just wanted to meet lots of artists. Like you will never meet so many, young people who care so much about the things that you care about. Like I've never been in a place where you meet so many of those people. So I think I would still say like go to art school, but I would say like take better care of yourself, because like I was staying up all night every night. It was like horrible.
Yeah.
That's the thing that I'm saddest about missing out on, is that kind of like community aspect and getting to meet so many peers. But my school was so small that it was like there was only ever like 2 classes active at a time in the entire campus. So it was a ghost town all the time, and I was like, man, this isn't what I wanted.
Yeah. I mean, you might have had a slightly different. What was it actually, like a dedicated art school, or was it like an art program?
Yeah, it was an art school. It was the College of Art and Design. So it had like all sorts of arts careers there, but it was like specifically an art school. So I mean,
So weird.
I guess because it had so few students that it didn't need classes going on all the time, but it made me sad.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and like I lived on the campus as well. So like we were like in a little art commune. Like it was like, I mean, every day so they'd have like those house parties that you see in like movies, like teen movies and stuff, but everyone would be on the ground like drawing in each other's sketchbooks. Like
that sounds awesome.
Yeah.
That's the reason I'm glad I went to art school.
The environment is, it sounds like that's the coolest part, because you get to be around other artists and do the thing you love.
Yeah, no, I mean, and I'm still in touch with a lot of those people, like, to this day, like, yeah, so.
That's so cool. You gotta come to Lightbox Expo with us. It's that same energy where you get to like...
Really?
Oh, it's so good, dude. It's the same vibe where like you can sit down and draw with everybody and you make so many like creative friends. It's very much that, but for not nearly as much money as art school. But it's only like a weekend, so you know.
Where is that?
It's in Pasadena, in California.
Oh my god, are you serious?
Yeah, dude.
Wait, I live here. What the
Yeah,
hell?
they just had it in October. We went, oh my god, okay, after the call, we'll tell you all about it, because you would love it. It's a good time. Come with us next year.
I definitely will. Yeah, okay. That's really funny.
I think with the internet too, being online is a really great way to make connections and friends, because you'll see people do like little projects and stuff together, like the Warriors maps and stuff where everybody animates the cats to like a song. Like, I think there's a lot of ways to make art friends nowadays, especially.
Mm-hmm.
I just feel like it's always for me to make friends when you're a kid, though.
Yeah,
That's true.
The younger you are, I think it's easier.
All right, y'all. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We did it! Oh, the little pinions! Oh my god! Okay, who wants to go first? Explain your opinion. It sounds like opinion.
Mine's really simple. Literally, she wanted to fly. Like, that's what her family is famous for, so.
Oh, so real. I want to fly.
There she is.
Yes, agreed. Cosign. June.
I was influenced. The Fluttershy vibes, and she just kind of comes across to me as someone who's more comfortable with animals than with people. You know, like that she would have like a good interaction with the person, and then she'd go back to her little animals and go, "Yes, I did it."
Like reporting
like
back.
Funny
That's
little,
so real.
Yeah. Funny
Like, I had a whole
little
conversation.
Aw.
I did it.
Oh, I'm so proud of her.
So cute.
Hell yeah. All right, y'all. Ready for prompt number 3?
It's this one. It's sun time.
It's sun
My
time.
baby.
It's sun time. There she go. Okay, so the prompt for this one, we know that Sun is a monster of many talents. She's working all different kinds of odd jobs. I want to know, what do you think Sun would be doing if she had more free time? Okay, the question for this one, for Haley, are there any things with the hindsight of having quote-unquote finished Unfamiliar, right? Is there anything you would have done differently? How did your vision for the comic evolve over time? Because it sounds like you made some decisions on the fly.
Yes. So honestly, like the main thing I would do is slow down. That's the thing I'm focusing on in my new book, because I do feel like I had I was just exploding with ideas all the time, but like I didn't have a lot of like time to like chill or like let an emotional scene like kind of like sit with you.
Yeah.
I think I was in such a rush to like have every page have like a joke or, you know, something shocking happening. So my main thing would just be to like slow down a little bit, like establish, you know, a little bit more of a mood sometimes. But I mean, I still love its frenetic pace because it feels so like early webcomics to me.
Yeah.
A product of its era.
Yes, totally. Especially because like I couldn't update that much, so like it's also partially because of, you know, that like you want to make it feel worth it every single page when people are waiting for it.
Mm-hmm.
That's completely fair.
I feel like that's probably why the webtoon format caught on so much, because they're just so freaking long. But God, it takes forever to make something that big.
Yeah, well, and it's like those are people with big teams and stuff. Like there's no way like me with a part-time job and a, you know, full-time studio, like college, like I could not have output that to that level. It's not even, there was no way.
Mm-hmm. I used to be in the Nuzlocke comic scene, and like it was just the thing that everyone was posting. Like, I mean, webtoon I don't even know if it was inspired. I don't know when webtoon came around, but they were all posting like the really long pages, but they were like condensed, like a regular comic page. They weren't like spread out like they are on webtoon. So that was how I got into making comics, and it took forever.
Yeah.
I think it's so impressive that you've got a whole finished comic under your belt, though. I certainly didn't get very far in my attempts.
No, I mean, you know, it's really hard. It's really tedious. I mean, I think that it's so fun to start comics, and it's so hard to actually finish them. And like, even now I'm saying I'm finished, but there's so much more I want to do with it. So yeah, It's a tough medium for sure, especially when you see how fast people read it.
Yeah.
You're like, that page took me so long.
You spend like 8 to 12 hours and then they read it in like 5 seconds. Boom, boom, boom. Next.
Yeah.
That kind of thing has really like impacted the direction that I took with my art, realizing how little time people spend looking at it versus how much time goes into drawing it.
It can be hard to balance, I feel.
If something takes longer than 2 hours, I start like freaking out and crying.
Have you kept the same approach with the comic you're working on now? Like in terms of like the art direction, the way that you set up pages, is it similar to ᴜᴜᴜᴜ, or are you like kind of experimenting with a different look? How does it look like now, your comics creation process?
It's changed a tremendous amount. I learned so much from doing ᴜᴜᴜᴜ first. So first of all, I planned out the entire comic. Like I've sketched all the pages at this point. So like it's 200 and almost 70 pages, and like I know every panel of every page, which is super helpful. Like, you know, there were so many times where I felt like I was writing myself into a corner just because of the crazy way that I was approaching ᴜᴜᴜᴜ. So first of all, more planning, but also I'm doing things in batches, which is way more efficient. Like I always think of myself as a very slow artist, but I found that one of the ways I can speed up is like doing a ton of inking all in one, rather than inking and then coloring and doing all that for page by page. It's not my best method, and that's how I did all of ᴜᴜᴜᴜ.
Honestly,
it sounds like your new comic. Oh, go ahead, Caden.
Oh no, you first, June.
It sounds like this new one that you're finishing it basically before it's released instead of posting it as you're making it. Is that what's going on there?
Yeah, it's a traditional publishing deal. So like I got an advance, and like, you know, I'm doing it like an old school author style, which is part of what's so crazy and scary about it, is because like I've just never done this before. Like I'm so used to like putting things out just for free online and being like, well, if anyone likes it, then they'll be able to show up. And now it's like it feels so official, you know, like yeah.
How did that come about? Is that something you can talk about?
I think so. Gosh, I hope so. Yeah, no, I mean, I kind of realized with this story part of the thing I was worried about actually was I didn't want to feel rushed the way that I did with Unfamiliar. You know, this story is a little bit more atmospheric, it's darker, so I wanted to make sure that like I could really give it the time it deserves, and that would like suit the tone of the thing. So I basically I got a literary agent, and then he was able to help me pitch it to a couple places, and then we did the whole like auction thing where they do different offers and then you pick the one that makes the most sense. So yeah, it's a fully traditional comics publishing deal, and it's very exciting and very 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 strange to work on in isolation like that.
I didn't know about the whole auction part of it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so like when a book goes to auction, like it just basically means like you know, that if more than one place is interested in the pitch, you know, they can basically like argue for why they should get it and offer different amounts of money.
Yeah,
That's so
fight
cool.
for it. Prove that you want me.
Yeah.
Which one of
I mean,
you
they
loves
can even-
Monster Girls the most?
Yeah, they can even be like, well, I'll do it in hardcover. I'll do it, you know, here's the marketing plan. Here's the amount of money that we'll put into it. And it like, those are all things you have to think about when you're trying to pick, you know?
Yeah. Those are, you know, it's interesting that you mentioned that, because when you said auction at first, my first thought was like, oh, you pick the one that gives you the most money. But then if they're offering different things like hardcover or gloss or gold foil or like certain, you know, page textures or weights, because we self-published June's like little sketchbook. We had a whole pamphlet where I was like feeling the paper going, okay, this one feels right, you know? That's
Right.
That's a lot
So
to
you
think
know
about.
how important that is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I mean, if you're spending that much time on a book and, you know, when someone reads that 200, 300 pages, they're going to be holding it for a while. You want it to feel good and be like really vibrant and nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 100%. No, it's been really interesting. I've been learning a lot because I didn't know anything about this process either, to be honest.
Was that your first time doing a publishing deal then?
Well, technically no, because I mean, I guess yeah, like the traditional way. But the first time, basically, Unfamiliar was almost completely finished, and then someone approached me about publishing it. I was like, oh, okay, I would love that.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that was an option. Though I will say, if that ever happens to you, whoever's listening to this, if that happens to you, make sure that you still get a literary agent, because they can help you with a lot of things that might be hard for you to do on your own.
Do you mind if I ask, what is the process of getting a literary agent? Like, if someone right now has their own webcomic and they're interested in that, what is like step one of finding someone like that to help you?
Yeah, that's the tricky part. I mean, so usually what you would do is you would be querying specifically like a project that you have in mind. Like it's not just for you, the author. You're like, you have a project and you're like, I know this is great. Like, and you basically just have to send a little pitch document. Like usually for a comic, it would be character designs, a rough synopsis, and then a handful of pages. And then you have to send those to various different editors that you find one way or another. I was lucky enough that somebody I was already working with on a different project knew this person and had him basically reached out to him for me. I don't know how I would have gotten his contact info any other way, which is always like sad advice to say, because like, I mean, when I needed a literary agent the most, I could not have found him, I don't think.
I think that's the importance of like, you know, making friends in your community though, because then you're able to be like, oh, I know an agent, or I know someone who does sound design or lighting or whatever. That's really cool. Oh my God, June, did you bring a full screen cap in?
Oh my God.
I don't know where the transform tool is.
That's so
How do I warp
funny.
this?
Well, I will say it is time, so
Oh no.
go ahead and squeeze that video game in there.
Oh my God.
While I'm finishing up, what, you want to explain yours, Haley?
Yeah, tell us.
I was just gonna say she would be the most toxic gamer. Anyway, yeah, she's at an anime convention like this she's an otaku, and like that's just the reality of the thing. So
Hell yeah.
that's where I pictured her.
I remember there's like a panel where I can't remember if it's her room or Babs's room, and she picks up the little anime doll, and it's like, it's just you and me.
Yep.
Oh, but her and Babs doing a little cosplay together.
I know.
Can you imagine? Oh my god.
Oh my god, Bubblegum and Marceline. Oh my god, touching my hair.
Wait, I'm having ideas.
The blueprint.
Truly, oh my god, we love them.
All right, I'm finished.
Oh
I'm
yes.
done.
All right, June, let's hear it. Let's see it.
Such a gamer. I feel like I get the vibe that she would probably prefer to play games by herself, just because people are weird and complicated. But also, I do also get that toxic gamer vibe. So here she is threatening her teammates if they keep rage baiting her, she's gonna go play Minecraft.
That's incredible.
Hell yeah. I'm living for like the oversized t-shirt as well, and like the hunched back. Yeah,
The gamer
horrible
position.
posture.
yeah, relatable.
We gotta be cozy.
All right, y'all. Are we ready to move on to prompt number 4?
Oh, Babs.
Babs. So for this prompt, I feel like Babs is the sort of character who would really enjoy dressing up her friends. Like, I'd bet money that she probably has a very extensive closet. So, for this prompt, I would like for Haley to draw Planchette as if Babs had dressed her up. And for June, I'd like you to do the same, but for Sun.
I will draw my queen. I'm getting started. I'm just going.
Do it.
We're just going for
go. Is Babs good at makeup? Like, does she do her own makeup every day? Does her, because she's a siren, so maybe she wakes up like that. I don't know. What's the vibe?
Yeah, no, that was actually my like original idea, is that like she wakes up and she already has a cat eye on, and like she can't control it. Like because yeah, I was originally, her storyline was gonna get like even more like kind of darker, you know, like there's already like undertones about like what's going on with her, but like I had a draft where like she was really trying to like make herself look unappealing because she was just so like afraid being in the world, like, you know, the way that she is, and I didn't end up going that direction, but I definitely think like her siren powers make it so that like she does not have to put on makeup or put in any effort whatsoever.
She woke up like this.
She did. She probably saves a lot of money that way, because makeup and brushes expensive AF.
Oh my god, yeah, and time. I mean, that's the thing.
Yeah, she just
I
walks
do the
out
cat
door.
eye
She the
every
character
day.
You had the most fun drawing. She looks like she's really fun to draw.
Sun is my favorite to draw.
Oh, hell
believe it or
yeah.
not. Like I love drawing her. Like I think she's my best design personally.
I love her design. It is
Yeah.
crazy good.
I know that the eyeball bun is just incredible.
Though it makes it hard to do certain angles and have her emote certain ways. So it's like sometimes I was cursing it.
Honestly, I
She's
love
worth
the
it.
way you emoted her eyeball up at the top, where you would see it kind of like making different expressions. Or I think there's one where Babs comes back with money from the part-time job, and she's like, "How did you get that so fast?" And the little crocodile just appears in the eyeball. Literally wears her heart on her head instead of sleeves.
I love someone who can't control their expression.
Yeah.
React. They gotta make an ick face. You have to know that they're icked out.
You mentioned before that you kind of weren't sure about the direction you were gonna take Sun in. Did that extend to Babs as well? Because their relationship is such a core part of the story, and like their friendship and then eventual relationship. How did all of that come about?
Honestly, like it was very natural. Early on I saw, they have like inverted problems, which makes them so interesting to force them to interact, because like both of their problems are legitimate, and I feel like, it's hard for both of them to empathize with each other at first, and then that kind of ended up turning into a sort of like fascination and tension between them that started to feel very romantic as I was writing it. But yeah, it was definitely nerve-wracking, and like, you know, Unfamiliar is a very it's a very G-rated kind of, there's no like objectionable content, but even with the amount of like gay stuff that's in Unfamiliar, like I've had you know, like issues with people translations and stuff, like wanting to like change or edit their kiss, and you know, it's just like, so it is definitely like, it's still very, I don't know, it felt right for them, and you know, I don't know, I had to follow
the
what
kiss stays.
The kiss stays.
I had to follow. Yeah, of course.
They tried to Ruby Sapphire you, where they're like, "Oh no, Ruby's definitely a man." Like that's
that's
crazy.
Like,
Did you have any troubles when it came to publishing, or because they had already seen the work, were they just like, "Yeah, cool, dope, put it to paper"?
No, they were good with it. It was just like, yeah, it's tough with certain like regions and stuff.
Yeah.
But obviously in France everything was totally fine, and even in the US things have been pretty good with I feel like the publishing scene is like pretty cool about that stuff, thankfully.
Yeah, that's really good to hear, honestly.
It's one of those things where you want to think, like, in the big 2025 that, like, obviously it shouldn't be an issue, but the world's a weird place right now. And that's the nicest thing I can say.
I know.
Actually, when you were designing them, like Sun, Babs, and really the whole crew, did you have any specific inspirations for each character that you designed? Were you drawing from, like, specific animals, specific fictional characters that you really liked? How did everyone's design come about?
Yeah, so like with two of them, it was very much like animal themed. Like Pinion is her entire like body, and the whole design of her outfit is to make her look more like a bird. Like that's why her legs are so skinny like that. And then she has like this big kind of bulky oblong sort of coat of feathers. And then same thing with Babs, actually. It's a little more subtle, but like her bow is supposed to look like cat ears, and she has the heart nose, which obviously, you know, is the siren thing, but it also kind of looks like a cat nose.
Yeah, I think it reads very well.
Thank you. And yeah, and then as for Planchette, like Planchette was more organic. Like it's hard for me to even pin what I was thinking back then. She changed a lot. Like she used to be kind of like scrawnier, and she only had one eyeball.
Really?
And then that trait got passed down to Sun, who was initially like I was having a lot of trouble with, and I feel like that's always when you get better character designs, when you struggle for it.
Do you have the, I mean, I'm sure you have the original sketches. Are these things that you've shared online, like the designs that didn't make it?
Yeah, I definitely found the Planchette one. There's one super early one of Babs that I wish I still had, but I don't know where it went. But she looked super different as well. Yeah, I can try to track those down.
That's okay. Can you describe it for us, like what she looked like?
She originally had like dark hair. She was more like leaning into her siren traits, and was more like seductive and kind of like the older character who was like more of an older sister type.
Yeah.
And she had like, I think her family was like snake charmers or something, and it was like all tied in with like, I don't know, I can't even remember, but she had like much more of a self-assured kind of vibe, which I think ended up like not fitting with our little quartet, like because they all have, you know, significant confidence issues. And that kind of like binds them together.
They're all a bit of a mess. Who isn't?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
I feel like
Friend
anytime
groups have no one who's put together. We are all disasters together.
I feel like they fit each other very well, though. Like they all have different strengths and weaknesses, but they all make up for it when they're together. Oh, you know what, though? Kind of leading into the next one, while we're talking about character designs, we see, like, the Fairy King, we see Babs' sisters, we see, I guess I'll call him the Doctor.
Mm-hmm.
See that one really cool old lady.
I know, the grandma is so dope!
Yeah.
She was, when I first saw her, actually, because, like, I feel like it's very common for protagonists or like important characters to be young, right? Because like when you're a young adult, you want to read about other young adults. But oh my god, when I saw the grandma, I was like, oh fuck yeah, let's go. Can you tell us about
I'm so glad.
the other characters in that design process? Had you drawn old people before that? Tell us more.
No, like, you know, a lot of the time it was, as I was working on Unfamiliar, I was trying to, like, fix blind spots that I'd had before where I felt like, you know, I was looking over my comics I did when I was, like, a teen, and, like, everyone's, like, an emo boy with, like, the same haircut, and they're all in love with each other, and, like, that was very important for that phase of my life, but, like, I was like, okay, I gotta, like, have a fully fleshed out world where, like, lots of different people can live. And yeah, it just brought me to this character who, like, I just love the idea of, like, you know, this woman who had an incredible life as, like, a flapper, but then this, you know, this hardship visited upon her to, like, change the trajectory of her life. And I like the idea that she would meet her friend again, you know, like,
yeah.
But she had to be old because yes, definitely. They loved each other for sure.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I think, I don't know. And it was so great because I was like, wow, like old people are really interesting actually because they've had all these like eras that you can exploit for your story.
Yeah. I love that you said you just had a bunch of like little emo boys with the same haircut or emo characters because I feel like that is such a coming of age thing for artists.
Yeah.
And it changes with each generation, you know, like you see the teenagers coming up now and I'm like, oh, I can clock what age you are based on your interests and the stuff you're drawing. And it's not a dig. It's like, I love this for you guys.
No.
This rules.
Everybody needs that, I think, you know, and yeah. I'm still fond of those characters, but I'm just like, man, like I had like 2 designs and like that was it.
It's that one audio. It's like, I got 3 looks.
That's it.
12-year-old boy, a homeless man, and a hooker.
Oh my god, hell yeah. All right, we are coming up on time. Do you guys want like another minute to finish coloring? Okay, I'm gonna take that as a yes.
I'm so sad.
In the meantime, though, speaking of like being a teenager and making art and having all these like characters and stuff, what did like teenage Haley think she was gonna be growing up? Because for a time, YouTube wasn't a job. Like I feel like the time that you and June were coming up on YouTube, it was becoming a thing that could make money, but it wasn't quite there yet. What did you want to be when you were like a little kiddo?
I wanted to be a writer and a comic book artist like from a super young age, and like that was always the plan. Basically, I was like so sure, like from like I remember thinking originally I just wanted to be an author, and I remember being really mad at Christopher Paolini for like being like the young prodigy author because he was like young when he released Aragon, and I was like, I have to beat him. I have to get published before I turn. And I did not. Like I was not close, but I was like in 5th grade, and I was like, I hate this man. I'm so mad. Like I have to be better than him.
I do think it's very funny how many young people are like motivated and like how else do you describe it other than spite? I feel like it's something most people definitely grow out of, or at least you would hope. But like when you're younger and you see people doing the thing that you wanted to be doing, and you're like, fuck you. How dare you get there first?
Yeah. I'm like, now I'm looking back and I'm just like, why did you have beef with Christopher Paolini? That's crazy, girl.
That's the most 5th grade thing, though. Like, it's just...
Right?
Hell yeah. Oh
like,
my god.
I've seen a lot of people talking about that, like, how a lot of young queer people kind of had beef with Steven Universe, because they're like, that was the first big LGBT story to make it as a show like that. People are like, I want to do that. What the fuck?
When it's crazy because it's like they're like that show is opening the door for you. Like, why are you mad?
Yeah, truly.
We are all friends here.
Yeah.
Gay people hold hands.
Yeah, Rebecca and their team, fought so hard for that too. So like it's not always glamorous. Sometimes that's very difficult and people's jobs are on the line,
Mhm.
I because Rebecca Sugar dropped an album recently, and as part of the promotion for it, they've been making a bunch of TikToks talking about like the inspiration for the songs, and I respect them so much. They had one where they were talking about like the song was Hill to Die On, and they said that their hill to die on during Steven Universe was Garnet. Because they knew they were gonna get pushback for her for being made literally of lesbians. So she and I think her partner Ian James Cordy like literally set all of the stage for it and kept it completely secret until the last possible moment. So then when Cartoon Network came back and they're like, you can't do that, they went, there's no option. Like we literally can't walk it back anymore. You're stuck with it.
Incredible.
Yeah, like that's so brave though. Holy
No,
smokes.
truly, like what? It's so brave, such a great thing to do. It opened doors, opened so many doors.
Yeah, queer resilience.
Respect the crap out of it.
All right, y'all. I think that is time. Tell me about your beautiful outfits.
I put Sun in a fun little dress. I feel like Sun's usually in some sort of skirt. Babs seems to really like dresses, so I tried to get something that was like a nice little mix of goth and cutieful. I love when she's got her hair in those little braids on the side. I think they're so cute, so I had to include that.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, that looks adorable. That looks so actually right for Sun.
Giggles.
Oh.
How about you, Haley?
Yeah, mine is just like a big OTT like gothic Lolita mess, like sweet Lolita, like because I was super into that when I was designing them, which is why the cupcake shape, like I had so many of those dresses, so I had to go back to that, and it's like a big mess. Like for sure, if you posted this online at the time, they'd be like, wow, Ita Lolita, this looks horrible. but Planchette like loves it. So.
I love the hat, the crazy over the top hat. That's awesome.
Same, with the little hearts like sticking out, almost like little bug antenna, just like bouncy.
She bug.
I want them to light up.
Oh, that would have been so good.
Oh my, you could just spot her
plastic
anywhere.
baubles.
Yeah. It's like those glow in the dark lights you'll see at like Michael's or even Disneyland during the holidays where it's like pumpkins or like snowflakes. It's very that. I love that. All right, y'all. Last prompt. Are we ready for number 5?
I'm ready. This one's my favorite one.
I gave you spooky. I gave you spooky. So for this one, the Fairy King is one of the antagonists in Unfamiliar, and he wants to steal Babs away as his beautiful bride, and I can't say I'm not a little curious. Could you both redesign Babs for me and paint a portrait of the bad ending of Unfamiliar, the one where Babs is whisked away to become the Fairy Queen?
I sure can.
I actually thought when you introduced that whole idea and like the fairy food and also the food spoiling, I thought I really thought Babs was gonna lose for a second. And maybe she did, because we do see the whole ring thing at the end, but like, you had me sweating there for like a second.
Sorry about that.
Can you tell us more about the Fairy King and how you came up with that whole story arc? And also like his relationship with like, I guess the Siren family in a way?
Yeah, no, so I love like old, like fae kind of fairy stuff, like where they're spoiling your milk and stealing your kids, and like they're very frightening, but they also have this like ethereal kind of vibe to them. And I just wanted like an antagonist who could really be more of a physical threat, because like things had been going so well for the girls, and they were getting the ghost thing figured out. So I basically needed somebody who could like raise the stakes a little bit, and he just kind of came to me as like he also represents like greed and a lot of the things that Babs is having to deal with, about like kind of being turned into a commodity because she's beautiful. So yeah, that's kind of where he came from.
He is such a cool character.
Having a sick character design.
I know. He's been...
Thank you.
Listen, I'm just saying if that man approached me, the food's looking pretty good.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind.
Me and June getting stuck in the fairy kingdom. Whoops.
Oh, oops.
Is the food delicious? Perhaps it's not so bad.
Of course. Oh, it would be delicious, for sure.
Was he a character
Can I
then?
just interject to say you both would? That is so the both of you.
The way that Patrick just opened the door and just been like,
I was like, I'm gonna stay muted this whole time, and then I was like, yeah, no, that I have to call you both out on that. You fucking would.
Sorry, I'm so predictable, Patrick. God forbid I know what I like.
I feel like we've been ending the last few Timeos on like the most like
Thirsting over inappropriate men.
the thirsty character, I guess I will say. Yeah, he's very fun. He's a fun design. Would you say then, like, you basically created him to create problems? You were like, all right, I need more. You said I need more stakes. Was he born of that then? Like, he was not planned from the get-go? He came around in the middle?
Not at all.
Oh my god.
Yeah, no. I mean, and are we doing spoilers on this?
I would say...
It's kind of...
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So the other thing is I needed another antagonist who could believably be the problem other than the actual real antagonist.
For the record,
Yeah.
also would on the real antagonist. Patrick can't get me for that one. He doesn't know who I'm talking about. Would, though.
Read the comic, you all will find out real fast who we're talking about.
Yeah, so like and I wanted him to, just basically I wanted another realm too, because I just felt like we were kind of stuck in this one area, and I just like wanted to like open up the world again, and the world of the fairies just seemed like a really fun thing to go into. And I also wanted to like reintroduce the idea that like this is a dangerous world actually. Like there's a lot of stuff that can get you in this magical world.
They're gonna freaking get me, dude. Holy crap.
Yep.
I like that progressively it got a little bit scarier as the comic goes on, because again, spoilers, but like the way that you planned out your red herring was very fun, and toward the beginning I was like, oh, he looks like he could be a bad guy, but then he was a good guy for a while, and you're like, oh, what a cool little doctor character or whatever. And then
And you know what? He would treat you right.
well,
Clearly his wife was
he
happy.
treats his wife right.
Does he want one more?
Yeah.
Yeah, it got me at the end where I was like, oh shit, we have an actual antagonist, and he's gonna fuck you up real bad. Like, if Babs had been any later in her discovery, my god, we could have had a very different ending.
Yeah, no, I mean, and I wanted, like, he actually will do anything for his wife, like, so, yeah, like, there's no real, like, limits. That's kind of his big problem, is, like, that's his only thing that he ultimately cares about, so it makes him very dangerous.
Yeah. Oh, there is one other character I really want to talk about, because I made a note with the page number, page 245, when the actual, like, Grim Reaper shows up and bursts in the door and is just like, you have violated the laws of nature. And just like,
I love that Death had been hyped up so much, particularly
Yes.
by the older lady. And we're like, oh, fuck.
Yes. I really expected, like, fire and brimstone and, like, ghostly... Haley, please, how did this happen? How did we get here? Like, was this also planned?
No. No. I knew that it would be some kind of, like, mislead, like, I mean, it's not a mislead in the sense that, like, he really does control life and death, so, like, I guess, he's very powerful, but he just looks like a little dog, and, like, that's just the way that it is.
Sometimes you can't help it, and you just look like a little guy.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean you shouldn't be feared.
Yeah.
He's a little guy, too. He's got feelings.
Oh my god. If I saw him at my door though, I wouldn't be like, oh, it's death, I better like run. I'd be like, oh my god, you want a little treat? Like, you want to go for a walk? Straight to the afterlife. Did that design come about very quickly, or was that one that you also, like, did you have drafts of a different Grim Reaper and then you arrived on this, or what happened here?
So, I'll tell you what happened. What happened was, I was trying to design a Grim Reaper. They were looking like the Doctor, and I was like, okay, new plan. I need something completely different. And then I instantly I drew that dog one time, and I was like, that's it. We're done. I can pack up. Like, this is it.
Peak character
I
design.
love when it just falls into place like that.
Yeah, no, it was really fun.
He's good. I feel like him and the grandma hang out for some reason. Like,
She's scared of that
they
thing.
definitely do not. Like, she hates that guy.
That fucking dog that I hate.
They're beefing for sure.
You and those meddling kids and your fucking dog. Oh my god. Yeah. Okay, if you had to pick, though, of the background characters, who is, like, your favorite to draw? Because, like, I feel like your favorite design can sometimes be different than, like, the most fun drawing somebody. For the background ones, who was your favorite? Where you were like, oh, fuck yeah, I get to draw them again.
I really love drawing the Doctor. He's a fun guy to draw. I also loved drawing our ghost girls, because they would have the most like maniacal faces, and also you could just copy paste them sometimes, and like that's always fun because it fills out the panel for less drawing hours. And I'm like, oh, I love these twins. They should all be twins.
Work smarter, not harder.
Dude, when I was like delirious with exhaustion at the end of like my art school day, I was just like, oh, why are they not all twins?
I mean, Disney did it with Frozen. Looking at Anna and Elsa, that's the same model.
Yep.
Okay,
If
but
the
if
mouse
we're
can
using
do
the
it-
Disney example, they're also twins with Rapunzel and everyone else.
That's very true. Saving a lot of money, making a lot of money. Oh man, I love these guys. You said too that like you knew from a very young age that you always wanted to do comics. What was like your most influential comics as a kid that you read? Were you like a webcomic kid at that point? Were you reading like traditional superhero comics? What was like your bread and butter?
I was really weird about Garfield.
Oh my god,
like,
really?
Yeah. So I had like, you know when Garfield looked really ugly and weird in like the 70s, like when he first was invented?
Yes.
So I read all the books through all the eras, and like I was very interested in the lore of like John and like his neighbor and like the Halloween game. I would trace Garfield, like I don't know what was going on with me, but like I loved Garfield. So that was the first, and then Calvin and Hobbes, obviously. That's the intellectual's choice, and like I also loved Calvin and Hobbes. But like that was my first exposure, was just like the funnies, you know, in the newspaper.
Yeah.
And then webcomics. I never read like that many webcomics, which is so strange. Because like that is definitely like the world that I entered comics through, but I was really into like the indie comic scene, like Jonan Vasquez, Slave Labor Graphics, and like Johnny the Homicidal Maniac.
Okay, so you were more like traditional comics then growing up.
Yeah. I wasn't allowed on the computer a lot when I was younger. Like I got 1 hour a day, and that was either that or TV. So like I wasn't on the internet a ton. I couldn't play most video games. I was like homeschooled for a time. So yeah.
Wow. And now, you know, obviously your whole job is on the internet. How did you spend your internet time as a kid? Like, were you a Neopets kid too, or?
Neopets.
Oh, yes.
100%. Yes. 100% Neopets.
Yeah!
Dude, my 1 hour on Neopets, like I look forward to that all day. I still have an active account. I still go to the omelet and the jelly. Like, I mean, be my Neo friend. Like, what the hell?
I will. I literally will. Today, I jolted upright. I went, oh my god, the advent calendar is happening. I completely forgot.
Yes.
So I had to I'm 9 days late. I have to keep up for the rest of them. The advent calendars have been like kind of bumping lately.
Yeah, no, I think they're like flooding us with items to try to get us to spend Neo cash.
And it's working. I'm doing exactly that.
They said, open your wallets. We have Ķacheeks.
I said yes, Neopets. Whatever you say, Neopets.
Okay, before we end it,
the question we wrote down for this one?
Oh, I think we already covered it because it was... Oh, well, I guess... You know what? Let's end on this question. We answered half of it already, which is why I didn't come back to it. But the other half was that you had a book tour this year. Can you tell us how that went?
Yes, so that was crazy, first of all. That was in France, and I've never been to France. I've never been to Europe, actually, before this.
Wow.
This big thing, yeah. So that was very exciting. It was a big, it was a big project to translate Unfamiliar. There's a lot of puns and stuff, and I had no idea how they were going to do it. But the team over at Bliss Editions, who is my French publisher, they are so awesome. Like, they're such nice dudes, but they're also just like, they explained to me how they did all the little like bits and jokes in French, which I so appreciate. And the volumes are like, both volumes are together in a huge hardcover. I just love how they did it. But yeah, basically every single day I was at a different bookstore somewhere in France. And I would get to a hotel, drop off my stuff, go like sign books for a few hours. That was amazing.
Oh my god.
And then I would collapse in the hotel room and wake up super early to get on the train to go to the next location. And it felt, that was like 2 weeks, and it was literally, this is not a joke, on the last day, I was having lunch with one of the publishing guys, just to like say goodbye, and I actually fainted at the table because I was so exhausted.
Oh no!
They almost called the ambulance. And like I woke back up like really quickly, but like I actually was like fully unconscious for like a minute.
Oh my god.
I've never been that like depleted. I was so tired.
Your body just said enough.
Yeah, it was just like, girl, no more.
You were doing so much. How many of the fans spoke English?
A lot of them, but the ones that didn't were also like very sweet and adorable. Like, it was usually the kids who couldn't speak English very much, and they, you know, they were just super precious. And sometimes their parents would translate for them. I mean, I do think like when you're not from America, you just know other languages, and like I always felt really bad. I was like, wow, you guys are so amazing. Like you all know English, you all know French, and I'm just like, I don't know anything. But yeah, no, there were a lot of little kids who, you know, they would just be like, I love your book. And I'm just like, I'm literally screaming, you're so cute.
Oh my god.
It was like the best. It was the best experience. I loved it. I loved it there.
Oh my god, what was, okay, because if you have, you know, like little kids coming up, what was your audience demographic like? Was it mostly like young children? Was it teens? Was it young adults? Who do you feel like you saw the most of?
It was like a perfectly even split between like people, like cool looking people in like their late teens, early 20s, and then like adorable children. So like basically I feel pretty blessed. I'm like, this is the greatest demographic I ever could have gotten.
That's such a high compliment. They're probably drawing
I know.
your little characters in their sketchbooks.
I got so much fan art. Like there was one girl who came up to me though, and she gave me a sketch of Planchette watching Regular Show, and so in her book I drew Planchette saying that she loves Regular Show, but then I put an asterisk that that's not canon. It doesn't affect the world.
Cartoon Network, don't come for me.
Yeah. No, but it was, I don't know. Everyone was great, but yeah, mostly like either probably like 10 to 13, and then the other biggest demographic was like in their early 20s.
That's amazing. Oh my god. Well, congratulations on all of your success with Unfamiliar and your
Thank
channel and your
you.
just general art career.
Yeah.
Before we wrap up, will you guys tell us a little bit about your Fairy Queen Babs, and then after that, if you want to plug yourself, Haley, where we can find you, that'd be sick.
Okay, sounds good.
Oh,
Well,
sorry, it disappeared.
the theme for mine is just like she's like a butterfly specimen that's been like pinned down. So that's I guess all there is to it.
I saw you add the pin. I was like, fuck.
The
That's such
pin
a
is
good idea.
everything. With the butterfly bow too, to replace the cat ears. Ugh.
Oh, you saw.
Ugh. And then
I
Ju?
just I went with a fairy-ish looking dress. I gave her I have these ear cuffs and I love them. Where they're just like little metal and they make your ears look extended to be more like fae-like. So I gave her those because I just think they're really cool. But the main thing is mostly I gave her a little choker with an eye on it because first of all she's like a collared animal, but also like she misses sun.
Oh no, that's so
The
sad.
bad ending.
That's like the end of A Portrait of Lady on Fire. Like.
Oh,
the
these are
page,
so
yeah.
freaking cool. All right. Well, Haley, thank you so much for joining us today and telling us all
Yeah.
about your little blorbos. Where can people find you? And what are you working on right now? Anything they should go check out?
Yeah, so I'm on most places, LavenderTowne with an E at the end. Yes, it's a Pokemon reference. So yeah, on YouTube and on TikTok. On TikTok, it's LavenderTowne YT because someone got to my actual URL before I could.
That's the worst.
Rude.
I know. And then I'm also working on a new book, which will be coming out at some point, I hope, very soon. And what else am I doing? Oh, and I have a makeshift plushie that's out right now. So if you want to check that out, you can as well. But
Buy Lily
yeah,
Bell
thank you guys.
plush now.
Buy Lily Bell.
Plush now.
But yeah, thank you guys so much for having me. This is so fun. Oh my god.
Yeah, oh my god, we're stoked to have you here. Well, have a wonderful rest of your day, and we'll see you all next time. Bye!
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you all so much for watching, and as always, thank you so much to my patrons. $2 a month gets you access to all the works in progress and early peeks into upcoming videos and projects. $5 a month gets you access to my twice-monthly live streams where I might be working on drawing said sneak peeks of upcoming projects, or sometimes I'm playing games with my team. And $10 a month gets your name at the end of my videos, just like this. I hope you're all having a great day, and I'll see you later. Bye!